There's Vapid and Stupid. And then there's the women on The View. Hey guys, your buddy Moo Juice Magic here. Why do I bring up The View? I'm not talking about looking out and seeing a nice skyline or a beautiful mountain range or even overlooking the sun, the ocean with the sun in the background. A sunset. I could have just said sunset. Words are hard. No, I'm talking about a divisive editorial show. And that's what it is. It's not a news program. It's a show where they get these aging, out of work, useless members, pseudo members of society, these Hollywood types, and they give them a chance to sit around a table and just circle jerk each other with ideas. It's just their own opinions about everything. They don't have any kind of like factual basis for anything they say. They're incredibly backbiting. They're incredible backtracking. They don't backtrack so much as they just lie and say they never said something they said or did. It's pretty preposterous to think that this is allowed to be on television. But here we have a clip from The View that's causing quite a stir lately. Let's see what they have to say. Which I'll never want to say that again about this.
People want us divided, and they aren't just here in this country.
No,
foreign
they're around that table in that room.
Infiltrating our social media because it is prudent for us to stay that way.
Yeah, that happened once, where Russia got involved and shared some memes and a couple fake news stories. And it wasn't Russia, it was like a couple hacker groups out of Russia. But the crazy part is, for the fact that that did happen, it was pretty minimal impact comparatively to what The View does every day that they're on the air. They come out and they say this bullshit. They give their editorial opinion about it. It's just an opinion. They don't bother checking any facts. They just say what they think. It's all talking points and fomenting at the mouth from these octogenarian, estrogen-seeping fucking bags of, I don't know, garbage.
So when you see something that really pisses you off, you should triple check that
like
one.
The View. Don't believe anything The View
That's why
says.
people like our show, because
Fact check. Nobody likes it. Nobody likes your show, Joy. Nobody.
they know that we are checked by ABC News.
Also fact check. If that were true, ABC News would have put up a little fact check that says, Joy's a liar. Nobody watches this crap.
But by everybody. Yeah, I mean, if we're wrong, we have, the legal note here.
Okay, I'm not going to get into how racist that seems that she says the legal note and points at the other DEI hire aside from Whoopi. Look, let's be real. It's The View. They're all DEI hires. The point here is, Joy's a fomenting idiot. I'm pretty sure she has rabies. I can't prove that, but if we treated it the way we treat squirrels in New York, the problem would be solved. I'm not suggesting that. I'm just saying, if the best way to test for rabies is to find the brain, actually no, that means Joy's free of rabies. You can't test it because she doesn't have a damn brain.
But we went from Walter Cronkite, basically, to this guy, Joe Rogan, who believes in dragons.
This is where the stupid really hits the fan. Yeah, she claims Joe Rogan is a dragon believer.
I checked it. He believes in
dragons?
I checked it.
Did you triple source that?
Yes.
This is that retarded aunt that believes anything that she hears or sees. This is that aunt that believes that she saw Elvis on a UFO and that Weekly World News is a legitimate news source. This is Joy Behar. I think she was actually in a couple of those Weekly World News articles as a cryptid that was barely photographed. Joy, have you ever heard of a Komodo dragon?
Yes, I did. And he also thinks that dragons, like dinosaur type of animals, roamed the earth when people did.
Still do, Joy. Komodo dragons. Alligators, crocodiles.
So this is the type of really, really bad information that's going out there.
Really, really bad information is correct, Joy. What you're saying is a type of really, really bad information. And to address the dinosaurs hanging out with people at one point, Joy, here's a BBC article. Did humans and dinosaurs live at the same time? This is just from last year, by the way. This is not old news. This is not this is BBC. It's not like some Creation Research Institute stuff. Have you ever dreamed of walking among the dinosaurs? Well, it looks like a very early human ancestor may have done just that. For years, scientists have debated whether placental animals, like us, a group of animals which includes humans, dogs, and bats, okay, existed at the same time of dinosaurs, placental meaning live birth. Now, researchers at the University of Bristol and the University of Freiburg in Switzerland say they have found evidence that human ancestors did briefly live at the same time as dinosaurs. Aww. We're able to understand quite a lot about the history of Earth from the millions of years ago thanks to things like fossils. Well, yeah, it's not like you can go back in the way back machine and check their YouTube account of T-Rex. Anyway. But the fossil placental mammals that have been found so far on Earth are younger than 66 million years old, which is when an asteroid hit the planet, causing the mass extinction of non-avian dinosaurs, hypothetically. That's why some scientists believe placental mammals didn't begin to evolve until after this event, therefore didn't exist alongside the dinosaurs. The latest analysis looks at the molecular clock data, which looks at how DNA and protein sequences have evolved over time. Lead author Emily Carlisle of Bristol School of Earth Sciences said, "We pulled together thousands of fossils of placental mammals and were able to see the patterns of origination and extinction of the different groups. Based on this, we could estimate that placental mammals evolved, when placental mammals evolved." Words are hard. Researchers then used statistics to show how the earliest form of placental mammals emerged during the Cretaceous period and therefore coexisted with dinosaurs for a short period of time. The results also showed that more modern lineages of placental mammals started to evolve after the mass extinction event. It's likely this happened because it was easier for them to diversify now. In other words, there was less competition and more resources for other animals to thrive and evolve. That is, if you believe in any of that. Some people do, some people do not. What Joy Behar is saying is she thinks that Joe Rogan actually believes in Schmog hanging out with hobbits and Joe Rogan being there with a sword swashbuckling or something. She's a vapid moron. She's an idiot. Joy Behar is a window-licking retard, an official one. Officially a window-licking retard. We can get her a helmet now. She should have had one in childhood. Maybe it would have saved us all a little bit of problems. Now, let's continue with what these bags of air have to say.
Defense, there are some really good news.
It's possible that Donald Trump did roam the earth when dinosaurs were here.
She can't go for 5 seconds without saying something negative about someone that just 8 years ago she worshipped. Just fucking 8-9 years ago, before Donald Trump was a viable candidate, or seemed to be a viable candidate for the presidency, he came on The View, and all of these bitches would have loved for him to come on The View, if you know what I mean. Every one of them was on their knees, basically kissing his ring and toes, wanting just to look at his feet. That's not literally, but I mean, that's how they acted when he came on the show, like he was some worshipful deity. They like just fucking salivated over him. It was disgusting. Joy Reid, I'm pretty sure, soaked through her seat. You don't need to be juicing out for the Donald there, Joy. It's disgusting. And now that I'm guessing what happened is he turned her down from her many come-ons, and now she's just super against him. That's the actual only thing that makes sense with such a turnabout. You only see women turn on such a degree like that if they were never honest in the first place about anything, which is most likely the case with Joy Behar, or a relationship went sour really fast. So maybe there was some kind of weird love triangle or quad, because Whoopi's the same way. She was also kissing his ass like no tomorrow when he was on The View. It's pretty disgusting, actually. I have nightmares from it still, and I only saw clips.
There are some really good news kind of influencer types, and I think
like
it's
Joe
great
Rogan.
that they're getting information about global and current events in front of younger people who may.
Here's the fun fact about Joe Rogan. Unlike The View, Joe Rogan has people on his show that are professionals in the realm that he's talking about. Yeah, sometimes he has spitball conversations with people about stuff, but he frequently has the best of the best, or the most notable in that particular community, discussing it. He talks to experts, and that's where most of his information comes from. Unlike The View, who, whatever writer at ABC comes up with the script for the day and whatever talking points, liberal talking points they're going to spew on us, that's how The View gets their information. They don't actually use any kind of factual anything. It's all editorialized.
Maybe don't tune into traditional media, but to Sarah's point, there has to be some fact checking and actually verification of the things that are shared, because I spend a lot of time on Instagram Reels and I'm served up things that I get outraged about, and then I realize, oh, that's not even true. But
here's the problem about fact checkers. I frequently get fact checked for shit that I know is true. Shit that I post. I get fact checked for satire. The fact checkers need to go away. Period. Because it's not equal. There is no ABC fact checker. No one from ABC is fact-checking their own work because they would be fired, because ABC would be completely shut down and shuttered within a week of airing honesty. They couldn't do it. ABC cannot do it because the money they're probably getting from George Soros would not coexist with facts. And if you doubt me on that, it's fine, but George Soros has his hands in a lot of things. A lot of money in pockets of people that came from George Soros. I don't know for sure it was ABC, but I'm 100,000% sure ABC is part of that.
I have the sense to go and look it up. But what I do worry about with this, like the Blue Sky versus X, because a lot of people I follow on X, Twitter, have now left to go to Blue Sky. I worry
that didn't work out so well for
an
them.
Echo chamber. So we have
That's what they were trying to do.
This election that.
Yeah, run away because you guys don't like opposition. Because opposition comes with facts, and you have nothing to refute any kind of fact with. You only have your talking points and your vitriol and your rhetoric. That's not how discussion is happening. That's not how it works. You can't have a discussion that way. You can't be in an echo chamber your whole life and expect to be able to handle any kind of diverse opinion. It's pathetic. It's disgusting. It's weak.
It was tense. Donald Trump won, and the right is going to stay on X, and then the left is all going to be on Blue Sky. How do we try to talk to each other?
Unfortunately, I will have to say,
Whoopi is about to do the most hypocritical thing you will ever hear in your entire fucking life. Just so you know.
How?
The other side, I think, has driven people away because it's not just discourse. It's nasty name calling and coming after your family and I'm going to do this to you. And I don't think anyone should have to take that.
Yeah, you stupid bitch. That's why your side lost. Because you guys were doing that. Non-stop. Non-stop. The left was doing this to the rest of us. If you didn't agree with them, they would straight up threaten your livelihood to go after your businesses. They'd try to get you canceled, shut down. This is the reason you guys lost, because we're tired of it. The majority of people aren't as concerned with Democrat and Republican as we are with common fucking sense and trying to pay for our bills. Get our bills covered. Get our taxes lowered. Live our fucking lives and raise our kids. That's what the majority of Americans want to do. We don't want to sit and listen to your bitter, haggard, useless old ass sit here and lecture us and tell us how evil we are because you're stupid. It's ridiculous, Whoopi. Fuck off.
From anybody if they don't have to. So I'm not, and I think a lot of
the applaud from the echo chamber is fucking crazy.
That because they have opinions that may differ from what is being said. They're moving as well.
Her two Republican friends is what she means. By that, she means the people that aren't actually Republicans, like that one dude, Joe Scarborough, who's not really a Republican, but he's married to that Mika Brzezinski, and they were really close to Trump too, and then turned around on him. Now, I brought up Trump because they brought it up. This is more about them pissing on Joe Rogan, but it's overall, they're going after Joe Rogan because they want to come after us. That's what it boils down to. That's what all this boils down to, is the people at The View hate the average American citizen because they want control. They have money. They have sway. Aside from that, they have nothing to offer society. Whoopi Goldberg is absolutely useless as a creature. She provides nothing for society anymore. She wasn't funny as a stand-up comedian. The last thing she did that anybody gave a shit about was Sister Act 2. How many decades ago? And even that flopped. Sister Act 1 was great. Sister Act 2 I liked. But it was not the biggest success ever, and her career ended after that. It killed her career. Joy Behar, who the fuck cares about anything this bitch has to say? At all. And the rest of these girls are on the table, I couldn't even name them. I don't have any fucking clue who they are. Why the fuck do I care what they think? I don't know how they live their lives. I know they make a shit ton of money being on The View to spread bullshit. To spread bullshit. And to misconstrue information. Joe Rogan believes in fucking... Are you serious? Joe Rogan believes in dragons. That's your fucking argument against Joe Rogan, is that he allegedly believes in dragons. I love how Joe Rogan took this, by the way. He went and changed his profile to say dragon believer, which is one of the best things ever. The most views this show, The View, has gotten at all is from clips on Joe Rogan's X stream, like what you're watching right now with me, because that's exactly where this is from. That's how they're getting views. It's not going to ABC. It's not going there. It's going to where the people want to go. The market is decided by the people, Whoopi, and you are not a commodity any longer.
Because, and I know why also. Because, as I believe, Elon Musk is the actual vice president.
She just says the dumbest shit. Just the dumbest shit. Because they're grasping at straws. They want so badly to have won. They want so badly to remain relevant. What they know right now is their careers are over. What they didn't know before is their careers have been over for a long time. The ratings, apparently, they can't read those. They don't understand what they mean. If you look at how many people listen to any Joe Rogan podcast, it's going to be way more people than ever watch The View at all. Period. It's just how it is. There aren't millions and millions of people watching The View. I don't know what the numbers are, but it's not that many compared to Joe Rogan's shit. That is one of the craziest takes ever, that Elon Musk is the real vice president. They always try to push this bullshit because they don't know how to explain what happened, because they can't see the forest, because there's too many fucking trees in the way. You pissed on your own bed. That's what you did. And now we got to change the sheets, because the rest of us got to lie in this crap too. We don't want to be in your sullied fucking sheets anymore, Whoopi. Fuck off. Whoopi and Joy and the rest of The View and the people that make The View are terrible fucking people. They just want to divide us more. And the irony of them saying it the other way around is not lost on, I don't think, any of us. I just can't wait for The View to get canceled. I will have a cancellation party right here with you guys when The View gets shut down finally. Anyway. How are you Dragon Believers doing today? Fucking stupid Dragon Believers. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. This is like some interesting takes here from Joy and Whoopi for sure. Do you watch The View? If so, do you watch it ironically like anyone that watches The View, or are you an actual person that watches The View because your brain cells fell out somewhere? You should probably scoop those back up. Anyway, like the video if you like it, subscribe to the channel. I would appreciate it. That way, even if you don't agree with me, we can continue to have these arguments back and forth forever. Ad nauseum, till the end of time. My goal is to get past 500, or get to 500 by the end of next year, 2025. This next year? Yeah. By the end of next year, I want to get to 500 followers, or subscribers, I mean. Not followers, that sounds so culty. Ugh. Subscribers. Let's see if we can get there. Appreciate you guys. And I love you in the face. Mood Juice Magic, out.